Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aries. How are you guys? Let's see what energies are coming in for Aries. Yeah, looks like you're ready to take a leap of faith. You're leaving something behind. You're moving quickly. You got opportunity coming in. Ooh, you're moving towards King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, it could be this person taking a leap of faith, but I also see fast-moving energy, often overwhelming. Sometimes it's too much of a good thing. Someone's grounding themselves. This is a person looking ahead, see, planning, preparing. Yeah, got someone here weighing the pros and the cons. Should I or shouldn't I? Some of you, there could be multiple opportunities where someone's comparing someone to someone else, too. Yeah, got someone here taking control, but it's a person first putting on the brakes, taking a look. Yeah. A little power struggle. If this is something that's kind of been on and off, but this is often someone who's been procrastinating, or someone who has multiple opportunities. We got someone speaking some truth here. Yeah, so someone being immature, not ready. It's a person who's also focusing on self. Someone's focused on self. It's all about me. Yeah, and then we have two people. So this has to do with two people having a conversation here. Yeah, I see things moving very quickly here. This is someone making a choice. This is speaking truth. It could be someone cutting someone out too, someone taking back their power. But this is, like I say, it could be someone who's just not ready. Someone focused on self. This is generally good news, though. I mean, it's usually someone flirty and playful. So some of you may have an opportunity. But just be careful of someone who's here for a good time, not a long time. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Yeah. But it's about two people having a conversation. Somebody here maybe wants to just be friends. See, just be friends. Let's just be friends. You might take your power back from someone. I feel like you could be in the Queen of Swords. Like I say, this is being discerning, your swords up. You're a little skeptical. Yeah. It's all about taking control here. Someone here feels determined to take control, but I feel like this is where you're going to be making a decision. Who is the King of Pentacles? The King of Pentacles is somebody coming in to talk, to communicate. This is someone ready to follow their heart. But like I say, it's neither here nor there at this point. Yeah, so someone here swooping in here. They're swooping in to take control, but some of you maybe cut someone out because they were just here for the good time, not a long time, or they were just focused on self, not ready. Somebody maybe younger, immature. Yeah, it's all about truth. It's all about learning. But I do feel this is somebody here planning, preparing to come in here. Some of you got multiple opportunities, and it could be yourself comparing, but yeah, it has to do with someone building and putting in effort. See, somebody here needs to put in effort. It's about building. Yes, I've got a person who's been working on their house, their home. Yeah, see, building, maybe someone working from home. But it's just about building a foundation. See, it's about getting this started. There's a reason to celebrate here. Yeah, some of you are just cutting someone out. Yeah, see, you know what you want here. See, it's about changing your focus. You know what you want. I do feel some of you took your power back from someone, and I do think you've cut someone out, and it's about truth, seeing the truth, learning the truth. Yeah, somebody here was speaking truth. But I do feel this is someone discerning, though. Like I say, there's discernment, swords up, skeptical. Someone's a little skeptical about whether this is, because this is often, like I say, it's flirty, it's playful, it's someone who talks a lot about themselves. They're kind of all about themselves, but they're positive, you know. But again, it's about two people, so there's some sort of choice being made. Yeah, it has to do with interest. See, someone here is losing interest in someone because it's about whether someone's actually invested. Yeah, what they're really interested in. I see someone here losing patience. Yeah, it's a little test of patience here, but it's someone taking a step back, and it's the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. I do see a Sagittarius energy here. Yeah, see Aries, Sag. I do feel it's an energy of someone taking a step back, looking at things different. See, feeling something is off. It doesn't feel right here. So that's why I feel the feminine is taking control. But there's a power struggle. Yeah. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Yeah, see, it's about someone here who's not ready. I mean, it's cheerful, it's playful, it's flirty, but it's someone who often doesn't stick around. They're here for the good times. See, when things get tough, this is often someone who just disappears, or they have another choice. But it has to do with harmony and balance. See, this is someone making a decision. This is just someone who's just not right. Yeah, and I do feel it's an energy of friend zone. Someone's friend zoning, or they just want to be friends. See, it's here for the good times, but it has to do with somebody coming in, dating. I feel some of you got multiple opportunities, and I do feeling a little overwhelmed. I see very busy times. So you take a step back, making decisions. Saying to make decisions when you're calm. Calm down and make decisions when you're calm. And that's when you know exactly, this is where, I mean, once you're calm, you can make more rational decisions. But it's a situation where, see, taming the beast, making decisions when calm. But it's about being able to be confident to know whether someone's right for you or not. Someone here's just not right. Yeah. Thank you, but no thank you. And it could be someone who's ignored someone, where they come in and then they ignore somebody if they don't get what they want, because that's often an energy like that. But yeah, it's somebody here, and I do think there is someone here who feels they missed an opportunity. Somebody here is failing to recognize that someone here just isn't right, or they focus on self and talk too much about self. Yeah. So like I say, it's somebody either ignoring someone. Yeah, it's somebody ignoring someone. It's a person avoiding. See, it's avoiding a disaster. But what I feel, applying lessons learned, moving forward calmly and peacefully, taking time to get to know someone. So there is two people going to connect. Someone here is, like I say, it's somebody here is trying to avoid a disaster. So calm down, apply the lessons learned. Two people who get to know each other, friends first. I think you got a person who wants to be friends first, but I do see dating. It is a dating card. Yeah. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Yeah. Some of you got a choice. You got a choice between two. See, someone here's friend zoned you, and I feel they're here for the good times, not a long time. So I do feel moving on. You see, this is when you know, make a decision. It's time to find your inner strength, tame the beast, calm down, make a decision, and move on. But I do see connecting with someone else. You got another person here. You got a King of Wands. This is somebody who knows what they want. Yeah, they know what they want here. Wow. Who is the King of Wands? Who is this person? What do they want? What do they want? Yeah, it has to do with laying the foundation. They're looking at a situation. It's about, see, someone who didn't put a lot of effort into communicating. See, they didn't put in a lot of effort. This is often someone who communicates. It's not clear. You're not really sure what they want. There's no real foundation yet. There's no commitment. We got some Leo, some Sag, and some Aries energy here. It's saying to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. See, someone's keeping it all in. They're keeping some kind of secret. They're just not saying anything. But it's telling you to trust your inner knowing. So I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. It's time to take back your power, be brave, be strong, and move on. You have another person who wants to connect. It's someone who's confident. They know what they want. So some of you, it's just, you've got a person here. And I do think both of these people are likely your type in some way, because I feel like this King of Pentacles is someone who has some either Aries, Leo, or Sag in their chart. See, we also have the two emotional energies, the Chariot and the High Priestess. So it's saying to trust your intuition here and calm down and make a decision. I feel like you have a person here who's been keeping everything to themselves, not saying anything. This person, I feel, is ready to come in and take the lead. This is a leader. Interesting. This is a person here who I feel it's probably the person who wants to court you and date you. Some of you may have someone who friend zoned you. But it's like all this time in between. See, there's light at the end of the tunnel here. Yeah, I think you got a person here who really I do see someone friend zoning someone, but Yeah, definitely the energy of friends. But it is important friends first. Tell me about the strength. See who this is. Yeah, someone who's taking slow. See, it's energy of someone taking their time, slow and steady wins the race. It has to do with someone being sincere. But it's a person assessing. So you got a person assessing. They're moving very slow. So while this person's moving slow, I do think there's another person swooping in. It's a King of Wands energy. Yeah, and we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. So all this time in between, someone here's just staying grounded, making practical, sensible decisions. Some of you no longer see a future with someone. You don't see a future. Some of you are just working on your house, your home. You're just doing your thing. But I also see this other person in a similar energy. But this is a person assessing. They're looking ahead. This is someone who's not quite ready. Yeah, see, they're here. And I do feel it's even though there may be some sincerity, but it's about looking to see if someone is sincere. Yeah, and it's funny because it's like they both have similar energies, but different placements in their chart. I can see their energies. They're both your type. Yeah, you got a King of Swords. So this is something, now we have the King and Queen of Swords. So what we have is two people learning, applying lessons learned, speaking truth. Somebody's cutting somebody out. Their swords up. They're a little skeptical, but it's about needing to learn, taking time to learn. Someone needs more time to get to know someone. But I do see someone possibly moving on, been there, done that, cutting someone out. Yeah, and I do see the Tower. So it's something sudden, a bit of a shock, surprise. This is someone learning something too. Oh yeah, manifesting what they desire. This person's the Magician. They're manifesting what they desire. A little Gemini energy. This is someone learning something here. But they're mastering the elements. This is someone mastering all the elements here too. See, it's energy of applying lessons learned. They have all the tools. They have everything they need. They're pre-manifesting. This is someone preparing. See, Temperance. Somebody here wasn't prepared. They now feel prepared. Yeah. And I think we got two people manifesting each other. So it has to do with someone here who's friend zoned someone. You may have had a date with someone. They didn't put a lot of effort in. Yeah, so I do think it's energy of someone coming in, putting in effort. They want to build. It's someone who wants to build. Yeah, you got somebody new. Some of you, it's a new person. So as I say, it's an energy of someone who sees things clearly. This is someone speaking truth. They're assessing. I do feel this person here is cutting somebody out. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody knows someone here. Who is this Knight of Cups? Yeah, somebody who has lots of options. Somebody has options, and they procrastinate comparing one to the other. Yeah, someone who procrastinates too. They know a good thing when they see it, but they have options, and they're keeping it to themselves. They're not saying anything. Yeah, somebody here is keeping secrets. I feel some of you already know. This is someone seeking other options. See, they friend zone you, but it's like they kind of keep their foot in the door. Yeah, and now you have this other person coming in, somebody who wants to, they're happy, they're positive. See, you're attracting what you desire. Yeah, one of these people is sneaky. They're up to something. You got a person who's very sneaky here. Yeah, they're very secretive, things that are hidden. See, it's when it feels confusing and when you know something feels off. It's saying to look before you leap. Something is off. But always remember, all isn't always what it seems either. So this is why you have to look before you leap and kind of play it safe here. The Queen of Pentacles plays it safe. The King of Pentacles does. But I'm going to be honest, I feel like that King of Pentacles is the one that's friend zoning. Let's just be friends. But they're hiding something because I feel they have other options. There's a lot of secrecy. I feel like you already know. You already know the answers you're seeking. It's about seeing the truth yourself. Yeah. Yeah, you got an Emperor coming in. You have somebody who actually knows what they want. That's what I feel. You got a new person. Yeah, some of you waited for this person. Now this ship has sailed. See, it's an energy when you know someone just isn't the one. They're just not the right person. See, now there's attracting what you desire. So this is, you have an Emperor who's desiring you here, or you are the Emperor yourself, Aries. It could go either way. But I do see someone being friend zoned. Let's just be friends. You see friends. And to me, whenever I see that, and it's somebody who has other options, opportunities, and they keep secrets, it's saying your intuition's telling you, pay attention to the signs and the signals here, okay? It's sort of mixed messages is what I feel. Yeah. See, it's where it's an energy of not feeling comfortable, feeling a little uncomfortable here, but you have a person swooping in to take control because they know what they want. This is somebody maybe finding out that you've got someone new. Yeah, it is possible. They're not saying anything. The King of Wands isn't saying anything. They're just keeping this to themselves. That's their strategy. See, they're analyzing. They're not telling anyone what they're doing. It's not that they're hiding anything. It's the other person. But an Emperor has all these energies. This is someone manifesting all the energies of the kings, but there is another person. See, it has to do with whether someone's your type. This person feels like you're their type. They're attracted. There's an attraction. But this is someone happy to be friends first. Like literally, they want to. It's about taking time to get to know each other. But this is someone moving on from someone else. Yeah, this is someone who's very much aware that you're single. They're single. Yeah, interesting. Look at that. Queen of Cups. See, this is an energy of kindness, compassion, caring. Someone who has the other person's best interest at heart. So there's this somebody who's feeling confident. But this is the feminine, taming the beast within themselves. So this is about not being the wife till you're the wife energy. Or whatever works for you. Okay? Whatever works for you. But it's just the energy of someone who, I feel, has to look at someone who's focused on themselves. They're not focused on you. Okay? But this is letting people know that you're open. See, this person knows you're single. They know you're open. That's why they're swooping in to take control before you connect or reconnect with this other person. I think this person knows someone who knows someone here. Yeah, see the energy of 3, but this is someone who wants to get together. They want to do things with you. See, I feel like some of you are dealing with someone who never really wants to spend time. They never want to do anything. The Emperor's a doer. They're doing something about this too. They want to get together. They want to talk. Yeah, but I do think there's other energies of other people here, and it's all these other options, opportunities, the secrecy, the things that are hidden. See, when it starts to get confusing, that's when you know to pay attention to the red flags, right? That there's something that isn't quite right. But this King of Wands, I feel, is connected to the Emperor. Yeah, they know what they want. They're going to make this happen. Like I say, they're taking control. They're out of here. They're cutting someone else out. That's just not right for them. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another Aries here. Somebody who's younger, immature. They're not emotionally ready. It's not ready to go anywhere. And you can have fun with someone in that energy, but it never goes anywhere because they're not ready. They haven't leveled up. They're not at the same level. But this is about an agreement between two people. See, it's about making some kind of commitment and agreement to spend time together, to do things together. I feel some of you have dealt with someone where you had an agreement. They didn't honor that agreement. But whoever this Emperor is, they will honor the agreement. So I think some of you, you're just not on the same page with someone here too. Yeah, because I feel it's just somebody who's just not ready. They might be younger, they're just not interested, or like I say, they're just here for the fun. They just want to have fun. They could be another Aries. I wouldn't be surprised, some of you. Just be a little cautious, like I say. But I do think you have an Emperor here, and I do think this is somebody who is taking the lead. They have confidence, self-control in what they want. They have made a decision. They do. This somebody here is trusting their inner knowing. See, they know. There's feeling. Someone who has their best interest at heart. So it's about faith and loyalty as well. But it's about making some kind of a commitment. See, if you had an agreement with someone and you had an agreement, you're assuming there's a commitment. But it's Like I say, somebody here didn't stick around. Yeah, so someone never got what they wanted. So now I feel like you're keeping it all in. You're keeping things to yourself. It's saying to keep this to yourself. Don't tell anybody. And that's what the Emperor's doing. They're keeping this to themselves. What goes on between you stays between you. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so I feel like this person here, they're definitely going through the energies of the Kings, but they want to start something new. And I do think this person's coming in to take control because of this other person. Yeah, you got a person who's got other options. They're keeping it to themselves, and I think you know. Yeah, see, you're both single. We got two single people. This person's getting it together, too. Wow. Yeah, King of Swords, someone who's had a tough time also in their love life. A little skeptical, but like I say, they're learning. This is about two people learning about each other, applying lessons learned from the past, staying in control of the emotions, but feeling confident. But this is an uphill battle. See, this person's had an uphill battle where they've learned this about yourself. There's something about you. It's like you're going to be two peas in a pod, it's telling me here. Yeah, look at that. See, there's innocence, purity. King of Pentacles. So this is this person mastering all these energies. They're going to make this happen. I think this is someone who is probably moving on from another person, someone who's younger. Maybe it's just not meant to be, or they're not in alignment. Or that person has other options. See, the secrecy. Could go either way. Tell me about this King of Swords. Yeah, see, this is someone closing a chapter. See, closing a chapter, closing the book on the past. This is someone who's had enough. They've taken their power back, but they're coming towards you. Some of you, this is a chapter closing. You have this is a fresh new start. This is a beautiful new beginning here. Wow, you got a new person. Yep, the birth of something new. Queen of Cups. See, there's the news of new. See, some of you want to tell somebody, keep it to yourself for now till you see where this goes. Okay, but if you got a person who's friend zoned you and you're feeling kind of confused, you had an agreement to do things and this person isn't following through, this is where I feel the been there, done that. But it's a King and Queen of Cups energy. What's going to happen here? I can see it already coming. Feeling a little overwhelmed, too much happening, too much of a good thing. So do look before you leap. I feel that's what it's saying. But you're closing a chapter. You're leaving something behind. You're out of here. Let's have a look at the moon. See what comes in now. Yep. See things clearing up. You got the start of something new. Clarity. Ace of Swords. Victory. Win or lose. The Emperor is like, what have I got to lose? I'm going for it. Yeah. Interesting. I feel like this King of Wands is part of the King of Pentacles, or the Emperor. This person, I feel, is keeping this all to themselves. They're not telling anyone. So it's not just, they're not avoiding someone, they're avoiding gossip. That's what I feel. Everybody talking, everyone in somebody's business. See, it's private. Two people having a private conversation. See, it's privacy. And I think this is someone who, what they're avoiding is other people talking, other people's opinions. This is a person who makes decisions for themselves. They're capable of making their own choices and decisions. They're closing a chapter on the past. A painful period in someone's life's over. It's finished. Now there's the Queen of Cups energy. This person is definitely, yeah, they've left something behind, but it's searching for something new. See, this is all about going towards new. Two people who want the same thing. And I dropped a card here. Yeah, there's a situation that's finished. It's done. And there it is. This is other people's opinions. Like I say, look at all these cards. See, the straw that broke the camel's back. It's done. Somebody was sharing someone's personal information, telling other people. See, it's all about gossip, talk. Too many people involved in someone else's business. This is someone who wants people to mind their own business. Yeah. So, but there it is. It's finished. Closing a chapter. And this is other people's opinions too. See, they're going, aha. This person will decide for themselves. The Emperor will make their own decisions. So that's what it is. And I do see the news of new, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is new. This is somebody who's open to new. They're looking for new. This person's aware, they know, and they're not telling anyone. Why? Because they want to get this going before somebody else comes in, and or people start talking, gossiping, yeah, making up stories, whatever it may be. Just other people involved. People need to mind their own business. But there it is. Yeah, some of you got a person who's just interested in friends with benefits. See, they friend zone you. It's not this person. This is what I see up here, is this person keeping secrets. They have other options. So if they don't get what they want from you, they get it from somewhere else. That's the energy. But the Queen of Cups is sort of like, you know, the same. This person's kind of like, I'm open to other offers here because I'm done with this person. I'm out of here. See, the feminine has taken their power back by staying in control of their emotions. Yeah, this is someone just focused on the physical connection. But that's the Emperor is the person closing. And I think they're closing a chapter on someone here. It's finished. Closing the book. It's done. They're moving on. It's time to move along now with this person who's younger. Yeah, and that's the masculine actually there too. But it could be, like I say, the feminine may be dealing with something similar. But I really feel that this is somebody who knows. Somebody here just wants friends with benefits. You always have to look at that, okay? Because friends with benefits, who's benefiting? Who benefits from it? There's not a lot of benefit whatsoever other than it takes up a lot of time. But it's an energy of somebody wanting the other person to do all the work. See, friends with benefits means they don't want to do any work. They don't want to do any inner work. They have fear of commitment. They don't want to connect on the emotional level. They just want the physical. So you have to look at that. That's the person I feel that's keeping secrets, and I feel like you know. And I wouldn't be surprised this Emperor knows who that person is. But they're coming in to start new. There's person. This is a new person to you. Because I think there's friends of friends or something here too. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, see, somebody just the player. Somebody just comes in when they want attention. Yeah. See, it's not, the player's not always the King of Wands. A player can be any sign, any person in that energy. If they don't get what they want, they get it from someone else. They keep all their options open. So now we have the feminine who's keeping their options open and they're open to new offers. But this is someone attracting high vibrational energy, not someone who's low vibrational. Yeah. Chapter's closed. It's finished. It's done. This King of Wands, this Emperor, is somebody coming in for a victory. Win or lose, they're coming in. And there's truth. They're seeing the truth in the situation. Yeah. Look at that. Making a decision. Out with the old and in with the new. I think it's the masculine who's got the younger person who's just focused on self, immature. They're not ready. Well, they just want to have fun, you know. But I think this Emperor is somebody who's not interested in that. This is someone who wants something more. They want the soulmate connection. They want their best friend. See, and there is somebody here. And it's probably yourself, Aries, feminine. Okay, if not, you're an Aries masculine. And you're going to deal with somebody who has Queen of Cups energy, Queen of Pentacles energy. Someone stable, grounded. They keep their life in balance. They're very calm. Yeah, so it's an energy of a decision, judgment, justice. See, it's an energy of being fair. Something here wasn't fair. If you are the feminine and you had an agreement with someone here and it wasn't fair, they didn't uphold their end of a deal. So you know that that's somebody who generally isn't, well, they're not honorable for one thing, and maybe not even faithful. Getting attention elsewhere, keeping it all a secret. You know, yep. See, there's somebody low vibrational. They ghost, ignore, leave you out in the cold. But you're leaving all this behind, like I feel. See, this is what you're moving towards. Somebody who wants a partnership. But they're happy to be friends first. They're confident. See, it's a person when they're confident. There doesn't have to be all these agreements. They literally just make some kind of a commitment. And they speak up their mind and they say it like it is. I think this is someone telling someone it's time to move along now. There's nothing to see here. I do think it's someone chasing someone, giving them unwanted attention. They keep chasing after them. But it's not going anywhere because this person sees there's no way this is going the distance. They know what they want. They want somebody who's emotionally available, mature, but someone in the Queen of Pentacles energy who's grounded and sensible. But as far as the feminine goes, I feel like there's someone here too that you no longer see a future with, because you've got this other person coming in. And I do see another Aries, Leo, or Sag. And maybe even someone with some heavy, I see Cancer, a lot of Cancer, Pisces energy too. And then of course, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energies are here. So your person could be anyone, but yeah, see, this is someone who actually makes a commitment. They're closing a chapter in the past. They're closing the door on the past. It's done. Been there, done that. Out of here. And they're laying the foundation. This is someone who's coming in right. So if you have someone here where they kind of put on the brakes, it's likely because they're going to close out a chapter. And it does look like they have someone who's chasing after them, possibly giving them unwanted attention, someone younger. But it's about them breaking free from this. Yeah. Now, I do feel like you have someone who's been playing the field and has likely dated a lot of people. But there's nobody they see going the distance, right? So that's why I feel for some people, they're just cutting out all their contacts. Yeah, interesting. But you got new, and I do see that win-win for two people. Yeah, this person, see, it's someone getting in touch with their innermost self. See, it's connecting. This person actually wants to connect on the emotional level. They're emotionally available. Two people here are available. We have two single people under here. See, it's a known. You're both very aware. You both know. But I do see that younger person, or that person who is immature, just focused on self. It's not going anywhere. They just come in when they want attention. So I think it's connected to the King of Pentacles. I mean, it could be anyone up there, whoever they are. There's a few energies. I mean, it could be another King of Wands. But there's a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles up there. Yeah. Moon energy, the mood. Somebody who gets in the moods. Moody people possibly as well. But you got someone thinking romantic thoughts here too. But they know they have to make a commitment. I feel you're dealing with someone who's more of a gentleman. And if you've dealt with somebody who isn't, and they try to manipulate to get what they want, it's telling you to pay attention to the red flags. But I like this person's energy, the Emperor. The Emperor knows what they want. This is someone who already decides what they want before they start something. This is somebody who comes in to start something before they even know what they want. So there you go. Wish you the best, Aries. You got a choice to make, but I do see a reason to celebrate. I see spending time with someone, doing things together. I see two people playing house. Yeah, but it's about getting to know each other, moving forward calmly and peacefully. Queen of Pentacles is somebody calm. Friends first. There needs to be some kind of a commitment. So some of you are definitely, it's about feeling safe. You want to feel safe. You want to make sure this person makes a commitment. Yeah. Well, it's all about getting to know them, going to their house, seeing who they are, what they're all about. There's lots to learn. So there you go. Take care. Bye for now.